Linear perspective uses principles of math to realistically portray space and depth in art. To achieve this perspective, artists would pick a vanishing point on the horizon line. Then artists would draw receding lines that would disappear at the vanishing point, and those lines are called orthogonals. Before the Renaissance, most art in Europe centered around Christianity. The most important figures were placed centrally and painted larger than the others. It wasn't important for them to be in realistic looking settings. During the Renaissance, from roughly the 14th to 16th century, there were many advances in math, philosophy, science, and art. One of the most monumental developments in art was the linear perspective. Some linear perspective artists during the Renaissance were Brunelleschi, Da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Botticelli. Artists wanted to paint realistic scenes, and linear perspective gave them a reliable method to accomplish that. Renaissance artists used and perfected linear perspective as a means of depicting three-dimensional depth in art. During the Renaissance, artists had a renewed interest in painting people, landscape, and religious scenes in a realistic way. In The Last Supper, a painting by Leonardo da Vinci uses linear perspective. As far as the composition is concerned, Christ is in the center among the apostles, and his body forms a triangle like shape which is not overlapped by any apostles. There are four sets of three apostles at the table beside Christ, and these numbers may have been important for Leonardo for symbolic reasons. For example, there are four Gospels in the Bible, and three is the number of the Trinity. There are also three windows in the painting. We can easily see Leonardo's use of one-point linear perspective in which the vanishing point is at Christ's head and the orthogonals can be seen by following the top of the wall tapestries or the coffers to which they intersect at Christ, which he is also framed by the pediment above and backlit by the open window behind. In this painting, The Delivery of the Keys to St. Peter by Pietro Perugino also uses linear perspective. The background is comprised of three architectural structures at the edge of the open plaza, with an ideal landscape extending far into the distance behind. In order to create such a believable sense of three-dimensional space, Perugino utilized one-point linear perspective, which creates a believable three-dimension space using a system of orthogonals that recede into space converging at the vanishing point. The vanishing point is located along the horizon line, which establishes the boundary between land and sky, the blue line in the diagram above. Notice how all of the figure objects are in proportional relation to each other as they recede through this space. In this photo I took, the vanishing point is right in the middle of the two buildings in the far distance. The lines on the sidewalk are orthogonal lines which can be drawn all the way to the vanishing point on the horizontal line. In the second photo I took, the vanishing point is on the far wall in the center. The lights along the hallway are the orthogonal lines going diagonal all the way to the vanishing point. In the third photo I took, the middle bottom of the trees are the vanishing point. The cars along the road serve as the orthogonal lines going out into the trees.